What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mike Lowy, Lowy Trading Academy. Let's break down amazing trades that we're taking today. So I have a full thing recorded live so you can see how it moves right after I explain the entries. We had SPY on the watch list, 643.80 reject down to 640. That was the main move I was watching for the day that I wanted. And then in the stock chat, we also talk about it a little bit right here, right? So in a perfect world, I'd like a sweep and reclaim of 643.81. So I guess it's a perfect world because that's exactly what happened. I called this at 940. All right. This is what happened. This is when I called. I called it on this bullish candle, right? I said I want to sweep and reclaim and take it down. So that's exactly what happened. Again, the entries that you see that I took entries up here and then trimmed and then stopped at break even, re-entered here, and then full position at this candle close, right? And then what you do from there is ride it down, right? So what we did was ride it all the way down to the 200, and then this is the first trim that we took right here, and then this is the ad because we had this beautiful gap right here. So this was a good ad, and then we trimmed again here. So out of most position here, only in runners. I almost got stopped out here, but I wait for the candle to close, and this is exactly why, because it was just a wick, right? It was scary. Don't get me wrong. It gets scary. It just jumped $1 in like a second, a minute. But when usually that happens, you just look at the volume, and we were still good. It wasn't really nothing I was worried about. And then we did end up making this leg down where I trimmed some more. So I only had like one contract left at this point. Came back into this level here, and this is where I used a stop loss for it because we had the 200 right here and this gap. So I was like, all right, you know what? If we break and close above the 642.30, I'll just sell the runner and call it a day. And then it did. Broke and closed. So I sold for the day. That one contract could have made me an extra 200 if I held, but that would have been, I mean, that's just greedy, right? At that point, like, bro, just take what you got. I already made money from here to here. And then I made money adding here, here, take profit, add, take profit, take profit. Like if I would have added again, even here on this candle close and then take profit, like I could have done that too. But that's just greedy at that point. I think if I'm 3 for 3 for the day, I'm gonna just call it a day. Um, and then here is the full breakdown. And then you can see that I'm just pointing out to the chat, giving them the reasons why I like this trade to the downside and why I'm adding to the position is because we had bearish divergence that I just charted out. And as we broke above that 643.81 level, it was very low volume and failed to push higher. So everything was lining up for exactly what we planned.